Hello everyone, a very warm welcome. This is Anand Rai and I'm here with a video series called Programming in C, in which we are going to learn how to code using the C programming language. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now the first question that arises in our mind is, what is C? So C is just a programming language, or we can say it is a high level programming language. Now what is this high level or low level language? We will see that in a bit. But before that, we need to understand why do we actually need a programming language like C. So here is the answer for that. Our computer system is just a machine. It is just the hardware. It does not have the brain of its own. It does what we ask for, and it only performs the activities for which instructions are available in its body. So if we want our system to perform a task for us, we first need to provide the instructions in the form of a program or a software that it can execute on its hardware and perform the required task. Now these softwares or programs are written by software programmers, and they need a language using which they can write these required programs. And for that very purpose, the programmers use the languages like C, C++ or Java. So I hope this clears why we actually need a programming language like C, C++ or Java. Now let's get back to the question that we left earlier in the very first slide. If C is a high level language, then what does it mean actually? Actually, our computer system works on binary number system. It only understands the instructions written in the form of zeros and ones. In other words, our computer system understands the machine language. The machine language in the form of zeros and ones is also called as the low-level language. But for the programmers, it is difficult to write the programs in zeros and ones. So we need a language that is very much close to the natural languages like English, so that it is easier to code in. A high-level language is something that looks a bit closer to the natural language, and it is easy to understand and code. For example, to print something on the screen, the code in high-level language C looks like this. But the problem is, a computer doesn't understand the high-level language code. It only understands zeros and ones. So we use another piece of a software program called compiler to convert this high-level language code to the machine language, or more specifically to the low-level language code in the form of zeros and ones. Now after the conversion, the system executes the low-level language code and performs the required task. Now to summarize, a high-level language is closer to the natural language, and it is easy to understand and code. Whereas a low-level language, which is also known as the machine language, is in the form of zeros and ones. It is difficult to code in, and it is meant just for the computer systems. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.